Join us as we dive into the emotional and untold stories from the WWE Universe. In today's video, we'll talk about the heartbreaking losses of legendary wrestlers who left us far too soon. We'll explore the causes behind their untimely deaths, from serious health issues to tragic and shocking events, and how these losses left a deep impact on the wrestling world. And that's not all. We also have some very sad news about AJ Styles. Stay tuned and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Big John Studd, born John William Minton on February 19, 1948 in Butler, Pennsylvania, was a prominent figure in professional wrestling during the 1970s and 1980s. Standing at 6 feet 10 inches and weighing over 300 pounds, Studd was known for his massive size and imposing presence in the ring. He debuted in the wrestling world in 1972 and quickly gained notoriety for his strength and intimidating demeanor. Throughout his career, he won numerous championships, including the prestigious WWF, now WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Studd was known for his rivalry with other wrestling legends, such as Hulk Hogan, whom he faced in several high-profile matches. His signature move, the Big John Studd Body Slam Challenge, where he would challenge opponents to slam him and offer a cash prize if they succeeded, became a memorable moment in wrestling history. Despite his success in the ring, Studd faced numerous personal challenges, including struggles with his weight and health. His battle with alcoholism and the resulting impact on his personal and professional life was widely publicized, illustrating the struggles that many wrestlers face behind the scenes. Tragically, Big John Studd's life was cut short when he died on March 20th, 1995, at the age of 47 due to liver cancer. His death was a significant loss to the wrestling community, as he was still regarded as a legend and an inspiration to many up-and-coming wrestlers. Studd's passing not only impacted his fans but also his family, leaving behind a wife and 2 children who had to navigate life without his presence. The wrestling world mourned his loss, and tributes poured in from fans and fellow wrestlers, remembering him as a formidable opponent and a larger-than-life personality. Despite his untimely death, Big John Studd's legacy lives on. His contributions to professional wrestling are celebrated through documentaries, matches available in archives, and occasional mention in contemporary wrestling commentary. His influence is evident in the careers of many wrestlers who looked up to him, and his larger-than-life persona continues to resonate with fans worldwide. Studd's story is a reminder of the highs and lows of the wrestling world and the lasting impact a single individual can have on an entire industry. Paul Orndorff, often referred to as Mr. Wonderful, was a prominent figure in professional wrestling during the 1970s and 1980s. Born on April 29, 1949, in Winfield, Kansas, Orndorff was a standout athlete in high school, excelling in football and wrestling. He played college football at the University of Tampa before transitioning to professional wrestling in 1976. Orndorff quickly made a name for himself with his impressive physique, technical prowess, and charismatic personality. He gained national attention during his time in the WWF, now WWE, particularly in the mid-1980s. One of his most notable feuds was with Hulk Hogan, culminating in a memorable match at the inaugural WrestleMania in 1985, which showcased both men's star power. Known for his signature move, the pile driver, Orndorff was a 2-time World Tag Team Champion, capturing titles with both Hogan and his longtime partner, Jimmy Snuka. He was celebrated for his ability to engage audiences with his flamboyant persona and his in-ring storytelling. Despite facing injuries that hindered his career, Orndorff remained a respected figure in the wrestling community. He continued to appear at wrestling conventions and events, sharing his experiences with fans. In later years, Orndorff faced health challenges, including a battle with dementia, but his legacy as a wrestling pioneer endures. He passed away leaving behind a rich history as one of the sport's memorable and influential stars. Kamala, born James Harris on May 28, 1950, in Senatobia, Mississippi, was an American professional wrestler renowned for his larger-than-life persona and distinctive character. He gained fame during the 1980s and 1990s, particularly in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, where he was portrayed as a menacing Ugandan giant with a tribal warrior gimmick. His appearance included face paint, a loincloth, and a distinctive mask, which contributed to his image as a savage character. Kamala made his wrestling debut in the early 1970s and quickly rose through the ranks, performing in various wrestling promotions, including the AWA and WCW. He was known for his powerful presence and unique in-ring style, which captivated audiences. Kamala's signature move was the Kamala Splash, a diving maneuver that showcased his agility for a man of his size. Throughout his career, Kamala faced off against some of the biggest names in wrestling, including Hulk Hogan and The Undertaker. His feuds and matches often drew significant attention, making him a beloved figure among fans. Sadly, Kamala passed away at the age of 70 due to complications from diabetes. His legacy lives on as a trailblazer for African American wrestlers and as a character that resonated with audiences around the world. Kamala's contributions to professional wrestling are remembered fondly, and he remains an iconic figure in the sport's history. Rocco Rock, born in 1960, was a well-known figure in the professional wrestling world, particularly celebrated for his time in Extreme Championship Wrestling, ECW. His real name was Michael Lawrence, and he rose to prominence as part of the dynamic tag team duo The Public Enemy, alongside Johnny Grunge. The two were notorious for their high-energy, brawling style, which captivated audiences during the 1990s, especially in the hardcore wrestling environment of ECW. They became iconic figures, winning the ECW Tag Team Championship and leaving a lasting mark on the sport with their wild and innovative matches. Rocco Rock's wrestling style was characterized by his fearless approach to high-risk maneuvers, and he quickly became known for his charisma and ability to engage the crowd. The Public Enemy's daring matches, often involving tables, chairs, and other weapons, helped shape the hardcore wrestling genre and made them one of ECW's most beloved teams. However, Rocco Rock's life was also marked by personal challenges, particularly struggles with his health. After his wrestling career wound down, he faced numerous difficulties, and in 2002, he tragically passed away at the age of 42 due to a heart attack. His unexpected passing shocked the wrestling community, leaving a deep sense of loss among fans, peers, and family members alike. The impact of his death was profound. His family mourned the loss of a beloved figure, and the wrestling world lost a true pioneer of the hardcore wrestling style. Despite his passing, Rocco Rock's legacy continues to resonate with fans who remember his contributions to the sport. His name remains associated with the ECW era, and the Public Enemy is still revered as one of the most influential tag teams in wrestling history. Ruz Sawyer, born on May 1, 1983, is a professional wrestler known for his dynamic in-ring style and captivating persona. As of now, he is 41 years old. Sawyer has made a name for himself in various independent wrestling promotions, showcasing his skills and earning respect among fans and fellow wrestlers alike. Beginning his career in the early 2000s, Sawyer quickly gained attention for his high-energy performances and innovative moves. He has competed in numerous promotions, including Combat Zone Wrestling, CZW, and Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, PWG, where he showcased his versatility in both singles and tag team competition. His ability to connect with the audience and tell compelling stories in the ring has solidified his reputation as a talented performer. Throughout his career, Sawyer has had memorable rivalries and matches against some of the best wrestlers in the industry, often pushing the boundaries of what is possible in professional wrestling. He is known for his dedication to his craft, constantly evolving and adapting his style to stay relevant in an ever-changing landscape. In addition to his in-ring work, Sawyer has also contributed to the wrestling community by mentoring young talent and promoting independent shows. His passion for wrestling extends beyond personal success. He is committed to giving back to the sport that has given him so much. Overall, Ruz Sawyer remains a significant figure in independent wrestling, and his contributions continue to influence the next generation of wrestlers. Jose Lothario, born on December 12, 1933, was a revered Mexican professional wrestler known for his significant impact on the wrestling landscape, particularly in the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA, and the World Wrestling Federation, WWF. He began his career in the early 1950s in Mexico, where he initially found success as both a boxer and a luchador. Moving to the United States in 1957, Lothario adopted the name Joe Garcia and later became known as El Gran Lothario in the Gulf Coast Territory, a moniker that would define much of his career. Lothario's wrestling style showcased his boxing background, allowing him to excel in brass knuckles matches and rugged taped fist bouts. His talent earned him acclaim from peers, including Dusty Rhodes, who regarded him as one of the greatest Latin American wrestlers and a top babyface performer. Throughout his career in the NWA, Lothario amassed impressive accolades, including a winning streak of over 50 matches. Notable achievements include winning the NWA Florida Tag Team Championship alongside Danny Miller on Christmas Day 1970, and engaging in memorable feuds with Gino Hernandez and El Gran Marcus. His collaborations with legendary wrestlers like Mil Mascaras drew substantial crowds in major Texas and Florida markets. In addition to his in-ring prowess, Lothario was instrumental in training the future superstar Shawn Michaels in the 1980s, later managing him to victory at WrestleMania 12 in 1986-1996. Jose Lothario passed away at the age of 84 due to natural causes, leaving behind a legacy as a trailblazer in wrestling whose contributions will be remembered for generations. Bert Prentice was a prominent figure in the world of professional wrestling, known for his roles as a promoter, manager, and occasional wrestler. Born on January 21, 1946 in the United States, he made significant contributions to the wrestling industry, particularly in the Southern Territories during the 1970s and 1980s. Prentice's career began in the ring, where he showcased his skills and charisma. However, he quickly transitioned into promoting, where his impact was more pronounced. As a promoter, Prentice was instrumental in organising wrestling events and bringing major shows to various locations, particularly in Tennessee and Kentucky. He worked with several wrestling promotions, including the United States Wrestling Association, USWA, and the Continental Wrestling Association, CWA, helping to elevate the popularity of wrestling in those regions. His unique ability to connect with fans and his keen business acumen made him a respected figure in the wrestling community. Prentice was also known for managing several notable wrestlers, guiding their careers and helping to craft compelling storylines that resonated with audiences. He was recognized for his work behind the scenes, contributing to the growth and evolution of wrestling promotions. His legacy in professional wrestling endures, as he is remembered for his passion for the sport and his dedication to fostering talent in the wrestling industry. His contributions continue to be celebrated by fans and fellow wrestlers alike. Alan Neil Jones, better known by his ring name AJ Styles, is a living legend in the world of professional wrestling. Widely regarded as one of the best in-ring performers of his generation, Styles has captivated fans with his unmatched athleticism, technical prowess, and ability to adapt to any style or opponent. Over the course of his illustrious career, Styles has competed in multiple promotions worldwide, from TNA to New Japan Pro Wrestling (NJPW), and eventually making his mark in WWE. But like all top-tier athletes, AJ Styles has not been immune to injury. His ability to battle through physical setbacks and come back stronger each time speaks volumes about his resilience, dedication, and the true heart of a champion. This article delves into AJ Styles' most significant injuries, the rumours surrounding his health, and the methods he has used to continue competing at the highest level in WWE. Lisfranc injury, a painful setback. One of the most notable injuries AJ Styles has faced was a Lisfranc injury. This type of injury affects the midfoot, often involving damage to the ligaments that stabilise the bones in the middle of the foot. A Lisfranc injury can range from a sprain to a complete break and often requires extensive recovery time, sometimes involving surgery. Styles first revealed his Lisfranc injury during a match in WWE, an injury that led to a period of significant recovery. The timing of the injury could not have been worse for Styles. Known for his high-flying moves and agility, a foot injury severely impacts balance, movement, and overall mobility, all of which are critical elements of his wrestling style. Taking the time off to allow his body to heal, Styles committed to a strict rehabilitation program. While his fans were disappointed to see him on the sidelines, Styles' resilience shone through. He worked closely with medical professionals, undergoing intensive physical therapy and strength-building exercises. His recovery time, although lengthy, was well worth the effort. The perseverance he displayed proved that AJ Styles was far from finished. Styles eventually made a triumphant return to the ring, having fully recovered and continuing to perform at the highest level. He once again demonstrated his incredible resilience and determination to rise above adversity, earning the respect of fans and peers alike. His return from this serious injury was an inspiring story of recovery, as AJ Styles showed that even the most challenging setbacks could be overcome. Shoulder injury from the 2020 Royal Rumble. Another major injury came during the 2020 WWE Royal Rumble match, one of the most anticipated events of the year. AJ Styles, who was a key participant in the match, suffered a significant shoulder injury after a botched spear from Edge. The impact dislocated his shoulder, leaving Styles in intense pain. Dislocated shoulders are a common injury in professional wrestling, but the level of discomfort and the potential for long-term damage make it a serious concern. For Styles, the timing of the injury was frustrating, as he had been gaining significant momentum and was a major player in WWE's ongoing storylines. Being forced to take time off from competition was difficult, especially for someone as driven and motivated as Styles. The injury took him out of action for several months, but Styles was determined to recover and return to the ring. The rehabilitation process for a dislocated shoulder is intensive and requires careful attention to ensure there is no long-term damage to the joint. Styles worked tirelessly with physiotherapists to strengthen the muscles around his shoulder, and through a combination of exercises and rest, he was eventually cleared to return to action. Once again, his speed and determination to bounce back demonstrated his commitment to his craft. Ankle and knee issues. As a high-flying wrestler known for his top rope maneuvers, AJ Styles has put a considerable amount of stress on his lower body over the years. With his innovative aerial moves, including his iconic phenomenal forearm and Styles Clash, Styles has often been at risk for lower body injuries such as ankle and knee problems. Though not as severe as his Lisfranc or shoulder injuries, Styles has experienced minor but ongoing issues with his knees and ankles. These types of injuries, while not career-threatening, can be frustrating for a wrestler whose entire style relies on agility, speed, and flexibility. To ensure longevity in the ring, Styles has had to modify his in-ring style at times to avoid exacerbating these injuries. He has focused more on using his technical wrestling skills and less on high-impact, risky moves, while still maintaining the athleticism and flair that made him famous. Even with these setbacks, AJ Styles has shown that his ability to adjust to changing circumstances and still perform at the highest level is a testament to his legendary status. Back problems and chronic pain. The physical toll of professional wrestling has led to ongoing back issues for AJ Styles. From the wear and tear of daily training to the high-impact moves and grueling travel schedule, Styles has experienced chronic back pain throughout his career. This type of injury is not uncommon for athletes in a contact-heavy sport like wrestling, but it can be debilitating if not properly managed. In interviews, Styles has candidly discussed the chronic pain he deals with on a daily basis. However, he has also been open about his commitment to managing these issues through various methods, including strength training, stretching routines, and physical therapy. Styles' ability to perform at a high level despite these challenges showcases his mental and physical toughness, as well as his desire to push through adversity for the sake of his career. Separating fact from fiction. Injury rumours debunked. As a superstar in WWE, AJ Styles' health and injuries are often the subject of rumours and speculation. Some reports exaggerate or misinterpret the reality of his injuries, leading to misinformation among fans. Let's take a look at some of the most prominent rumours about AJ Styles' health and clear up any confusion. Rumour: AJ Styles was forced to retire due to injury. There have been multiple rumours over the years claiming that AJ Styles was contemplating retirement due to the accumulated injuries he had suffered. These reports often cited his age, the wear and tear on his body, and the severity of some of his injuries. While Styles has acknowledged that his body has taken a toll from years of wrestling, he has never officially stated that he was retiring due to his injuries. In fact, Styles has repeatedly emphasized his desire to continue wrestling for as long as he can. In interviews, Styles has mentioned that while his body requires more care as he ages, he still has plenty left to offer in the ring. His commitment to proper recovery and training has allowed him to continue competing at a high level, and there is no indication that he will retire anytime soon. The rumours of retirement have largely been blown out of proportion, as Styles remains one of WWE's most popular and successful stars. Rumour: Styles' career is in jeopardy. After the Lisfranc injury, when AJ Styles suffered his Lisfranc injury, some outlets reported that his career could be in jeopardy. The severity of the injury and the required recovery time led to speculation that Styles may never return to his previous form, or that he could be forced to retire early. However, Styles himself quickly dispelled these rumours. In interviews, he reassured fans that while the injury was serious, it was not a career-ending setback. With the proper rehabilitation and a diligent recovery plan, he was determined to make a full recovery and return to the ring stronger than before. His successful comeback from the Lisfranc injury proved that despite the severity of the setback, Styles was far from finished. Rumour: AJ Styles hides serious concussions. Concussions are a major concern in professional wrestling, and there have been rumours suggesting that AJ Styles may have suffered multiple concussions that he has concealed from WWE officials. However, there is no credible evidence to support this claim. WWE has strict concussion protocols in place, and any wrestler showing symptoms of a concussion is immediately removed from competition until medically cleared. While Styles has experienced minor head injuries throughout his career, there is no indication that he has hidden any serious concussions. Styles has always taken the necessary precautions to ensure his health and safety, and there is no evidence to suggest that he has violated WWE's concussion policies. AJ Styles' recovery and training regimen. AJ Styles' ability to overcome injuries and continue performing at an elite level is largely due to his commitment to recovery and training. Some of the key components of his regimen include physical therapy, and rehabilitation. Styles works closely with medical professionals to follow personalised rehabilitation programs for each injury. Whether it's his shoulder, ankle, or back, he takes the necessary steps to heal fully before returning to the ring. Strength and conditioning. As Styles has aged, he has shifted his focus from high-impact workouts to more strength and conditioning training. This approach has allowed him to maintain his strength and agility while minimising the risk of injury. Diet and recovery techniques. Proper nutrition, hydration, and rest are all critical aspects of Styles' recovery plan. In addition, he incorporates recovery techniques such as ice baths, massages, and stretching exercises to keep his body in peak condition. The future of AJ Styles in WWE. Despite dealing with numerous injuries throughout his career, AJ Styles continues to be one of WWE's most dominant superstars. His ability to adapt and recover from setbacks ensures that he will remain a fixture in WWE for years to come. While Styles may eventually reduce his use of high-risk maneuvers to prolong his career, his technical wrestling ability, storytelling, and charisma will continue to make him an invaluable asset to WWE. Fans can rest assured that AJ Styles will continue to perform at a high level as long as his body allows. His remarkable resilience, unwavering dedication, and passion for wrestling will ensure that he remains a top star in WWE for the foreseeable future. Conclusion. AJ Styles' journey in professional wrestling is one of perseverance, dedication, and resilience. Despite the injuries that have come his way, including the Lisfranc injury and shoulder dislocation, Styles has continued to defy the odds and return to the ring stronger than ever. His ability to rise above physical challenges is a testament to his character and determination. As AJ Styles continues his career in WWE, fans can be confident that he will maintain the same level of excellence that has defined his career. Whether he's dealing with injuries or overcoming obstacles, AJ Styles is a true example of what it means to be phenomenal, not just in the ring, but in life.